What's up, everyone? My name is Ollie, and today I wanted to talk about, the art of being unbothered, some may say. The art of keeping your peace, but basically, I'm going to tell y'all why I don't react and what I do in situations because I don't know, a lot of people bring it up and they're like, you just don't care. Or like, they're like, I wish I could be as unbothered as you. And I'm just like, huh? Because it's very natural, so I feel like I regulate my emotions pretty well. So, first thing is first, I think it's important to know when life tells you when it's ready to go. And by that, I'm saying you have to listen. And I feel like Pocahontas, where I'm like, hear the wind, the colors of the wind, but listen, y'all have to know when it's time to go. When people aren't serving you anymore, when situations just are not serving you anymore. So here is kind of a hint when I know it's time to get out of here, get out of there, let's get out of here, Scoop. So basically, for me, it gets really, really, really hard. So let's say I'm friends with somebody and we used to talk all the time, we're cool, we're vibing, and then all of a sudden we constantly argue and I constantly feel like a pushback, constant, like tug of war. And you could argue and be like, oh, some friends just have those fights. Yeah, of course. Some people do, of course, yeah. But it should not be constant, it should not be consistent. And we have to realize that over time we change. Change is very, very slow sometimes, but initially we change. And some people don't change. Some people change faster than other people. Is that bad? Not really, but it's a clear indicator that it's time to go. So that's why I kind of just chill. And on top of that, I've always been a really direct person. So if I have an issue, if I have a problem, I'm very like, hey, what's going on? Why are you doing this? I don't really have that. I'm gonna talk about them behind their back. No, because honestly, if I do have a problem with somebody, I'm gonna say it to them and behind their back. So I guess technically I'm talking behind their back, but like not in that way. So if I said something behind someone's back, I already said it to their face, or I'm going to say it to their face. That's kind of how I am, and that's how I'm bothered, because I think a lot of people are used to being passive aggressive and they're used to kind of, being around the person like, I'm just gonna put up with it. And then when they get around everyone else, they tell everybody else about the problem, but they don't tell the actual person. And that is a thing for me, an indicator that I do not vibe with somebody. Because if you have problems with me and you tell everyone but me, clearly you have like an avoidant, I don't know, personality thing going on, whatever. And I just do not have time for that. We're not on the same, oh my gosh, my cat. We're not on the same level in that aspect. Not like, oh, I'm better than you level. We're just, we're just, you know what I mean. We're just kind of different. Anyways, okay. So with that, the next thing I'm gonna say is some people want to stay in chaos. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all know somebody who always has something happen to them. I'm not talking about the fun person who's like, oh my gosh, I met the Jonas Brothers, or I did this, I did this. Okay, no, 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 no. I'm talking about the person who's always complaining about someone. Like, it could be their ex or whatever, and they're constantly complaining about a situation. You constantly give them advice, and then they don't take it. It's like, what do you want from me? Seriously, do you want my soul? Do you want my heart? What is it? Because every time I try to help you, you don't want the help, or I'd give you advice, you don't take it. You never have self-reflection. So at that point, we're conflicting, and I just think that maybe we are not compatible in that aspect, because I always strive to be better. If I'm in a situation where I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to self-reflect on my actions and the other people's actions. So let's say everyone hates how direct I am, it comes off as rude, whatever. You know what? That's cool. I understand your perspective, but honestly, if you can't take me actually taking my problems and, confronting you, I'm not gonna hide, and I'm not throwing rocks and hiding. I'm gonna stand up in it, and I'm gonna tell you I don't have time for that, okay? So that's one of the things about me. And then on top of that, so when it comes to certain situations, I think we get really attached to certain social circles, work, school, whatever, clubs. Guys, y'all need to leave it at that. So in school, these were just my school friends. I try not to take it anywhere else, whatever. And when it comes to work, we're just working. Like we're just working. If it does become a friendship, awesome, awesome, cool, cool. But for the most part, I don't care. Like, and it's not even in a, oh, you know, this is just a stupid job. No, 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 no. I can, you know, just separate it because I don't feel the need to, I guess, mix my emotions or mix that type of personality. So usually I am known as the quiet person because I don't really say a lot. I just kind of do my job. I don't participate in drama. I don't really care to. You know, if people tell me stuff, I know the tea. I pretty much know the tea all the time because I don't go back and forth and say anything. But other than that, it's just like, all right, cool. And then on top of that, okay, so another thing that a lot of people notice is how stoic I am. So honestly, you could probably say I'm like the most evil person in the world, and I do this. You could spread rumors, you could tear me down. I've literally been through it all. And the only time I push back and the only time people are saying these things about me is when I don't let them get away with something. It's like, okay, there's a little kid always trying to get candy and stuff, right? And he's used to it. So he throws a fit. He's like, oh my gosh. And then he gets candy. And then one day he comes across me and he throws his little fit and he tries to get his candy and stuff. And I'm like, you're not about to get the candy. Like, what are you doing? And then he's like, oh my gosh, she's so mean. She's horrible. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes every single time. And then when they can't get that reaction, they recruit other people. Oh my gosh, Vincent, please. And then when they can't get that reaction, they recruit other people and they all like, everybody, like, come on, come on. And it's like, come on. And the thing about being unbothered, the thing about not reacting, the thing about not caring to get there, you all have to really realize that people will do anything to get a reaction. And that's just kind of how people work. I don't know the science behind it. I don't know. But most people act like that and they see it as rejection. So when you're not reacting the way everyone else reacts, they're like, oh, what's wrong with you? You think you're better. You think whatever. They project on you, and you have to realize that people are sneaky and they want birds of a feather flock together, and they want an army of people who do the same thing. That's human nature, you know. And you know what? That's cool because I will walk away. Y'all have to learn to walk away. I'll walk away from anything. I will walk away from a job. I will walk away from friend groups. I've done it time and time again. And the whole job thing, obviously I'll have something lined up. Don't y'all be walking away from your jobs, but I'll have something lined up because it's like, I don't think it's worth it. If it's an environment, I will take anything. I'm very humble. I'm like, yo, I'll take anything besides working here. I will build my way up. Friend groups, I don't care how long we were friends. If y'all are treating me a certain way, if you want to switch up all of a sudden, if I'm like the butt of the jokes all the time because y'all don't understand me, I just feel like if you don't want to understand me, there's people who will understand me. There's people I don't have to constantly be like, I didn't mean it like that or I didn't say it like that. There's people who aren't going to make slight remarks and jokes about me. So why would I stay in this situation? So that's kind of something else that kind of makes me an unbothered person because I will walk away. Men, see you later. Like, we'll be cool, but I will walk away. I will walk. I don't care what we had. I don't care if you brought me flowers. I don't care. If you're not treating me right and you do something like that, I will. Goodbye. Like, I don't care. And sometimes it is hard to break that away, but I've just done it so many times where it's like, you know, it's my peace. And when I do walk away from these situations, I feel at peace. I feel happy. I feel, you know, and then a lot of stuff changes for me. I'm always going through change constantly. And if y'all are in the zodiacs, I have a lot of what's called like Capricorn in my chart. So and then that element is change. So Saturn is change, obstacles, whatever. So honestly, I don't really have a choice. And y'all don't believe in that. But anyways, yes. So I'm always gonna walk away. And then when I do that, it's almost like I'm trying to think of an analogy. So it's like oh, okay, bowling pins. So if you have bowling pins, right? How are you gonna bowl again if the bowling pins stay? Like, how's the next person gonna go if the bowling pins are still there? They're not. So you are gonna have to remove those bowling pins and then set up new bowling pins because I don't know what that's about. I don't know what law that is, but sometimes you just have to dead it. Like you gotta close the door. Like you can't have it cracked open like that door. You can't have it cracked open. You have to close the door. Like all the way closed. Like don't be peeking. You have to close it, because if you don't close it, you're not going to get something new. Nothing new can come in. You're just gonna get the same crusty, dusty energy. And you know, we are changing every day, so you need that change. And that is why I am the way I am, because I embrace the change. And sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes things happen and I'm like trying to hold on and I ask for something. So let's say I ask for something. I'm like, I want financial freedom. I want this. I want this. I want this. And then, you know, my job starts becoming really hard and I'm like, why is this becoming hard? I used to love it. This was great. I used to get all this stuff and now things are kind of weird. My relationships are weird. Things are being like sketchy. It's like, okay, what happened to get a new job? Sometimes you get pushed, you get really uncomfortable, and if you stay, it's gonna do more harm than good. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta keep going with the flow, you gotta keep moving if you want it. And you also have to speak up and know what you want, because how is God gonna know what you want if you don't speak up? Like, how you can't just be floating in life and just being like, oh, that'd be cool to have a car. Anyways, didn't know. Just be like, you know, talk to him and be like, God, I want a car. And if y'all don't believe in God, universe, I don't know, whatever, y'all are gonna have to have some type of faith. It's just not gonna work without it. I'm sorry. If if y'all ask me what I do, this is exactly what I do, okay? I will sit there and ask, because usually, oh, and about asking, ask if y'all have help, if y'all have the ability to reach out to parents and stuff, ask for help. You know, everyone has their days where they're low. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to be in a situation where you have no one and no one can help you, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Be around people who are equal to you, so they will help you if you need help. You don't need to be around people who are side-eye and like, I don't know, just sketchy people where you feel uncomfortable around. Like, yeah, it's a body, but don't be around people just because you feel like you need to. I think that's the problem with people, because why do you feel the need to be around people? Like, I'd rather be alone and isolated by myself in my room, locked in a tower, like freaking Sleeping Beauty, than to be around people that I don't like. I'm sorry. Like, sometimes you're just gonna have to be alone and you're gonna have to embrace it. Being alone does suck, but once you're in it, you get to know yourself and then you're like, cool. But that's pretty much it. I don't know if I did the whole thing, but like the introduction, right? But anyways, so basically, if you're watching, thank you. If you are new here, hi. And if y'all want to talk about anything, let me know. I try to respond to everyone because, you know, I'm a yapper. I talk a lot. And on top of that, I am trying to, I don't know, let's talk, find people that have similar mindsets. Let me know how y'all felt about this video. Like, subscribe if you really liked it, because I would love that. But anyways, I hope this helped y'all, and I hope my perspective kind of, I don't know, opened your eyes. I kind of winged it, so if it's all over the place, my bad, my bad. And also, I just woke up from a nap, but I was determined to make this video, so if my voice is a little different than normal, or, you know, like a little, I don't, was it rusty? I don't know, if it's a little, that's why. And I think I have allergies too, so whatever. But anyways, I love you and I hope to see you again, maybe, I don't know. Okay, bye.